Hi, I'm Francisco Sirvent. So anybody who's growing a business should know some fundamental things about how business runs. I've been fortunate to have some great business coaches for my law firm, and they have really helped me understand what are all the different parts and how all the different parts should work. I mean, they don't always work the way we want them to, but how they should. So what I'm going to do in these videos is go through the different parts of a business, what they all are, and give you some ideas to help you formulate how should each part of your business work in relation to each of those different parts, okay? So this is going to be 6 or 7 parts, 6 or 7 different videos, and so you can just collect those as we go through. In this first one, I just want to share what are the main parts of a business. Doesn't matter what kind of business you're in. I've got a law firm business. We sell legal services. We help people with legal issues. That's what we deliver. You might be in landscaping. You might own a pest control company. You might be a chiropractor. You might have an accountant practice. And any of those things, all of those things, they are businesses. They all run the same basic 7 parts. So let me just jump right in and show you what are those 7 parts. This is how we look at it. So there are 7 parts, and we just kind of look at them as in a circle or a cycle, because they always might start here, but it's always going to end up back at the beginning. The first main part to a business is marketing. Duh, right? If you don't have a client, if you don't have a customer, if you don't have a patient, you're not in business, right? So the first thing is marketing. Next, once you get somebody to actually call the phone or enter their information on your website or something, your marketing has worked. Now you have somebody who's asking, can you help me, and do I want to do business with you? That is what we call sales. And might not feel like sales, might not be a traditional sale, but it is the moment when somebody says, oh, I think you can help me. Can I do business with you? There's a conversation and there's a decision, right? That is sales. The next part is, once you have sold something, you've sold a telephone, you've sold a TV, you've sold somebody ordered a subscription on your website, whatever it is, they've bought. Well, now what? How are you going to deliver? We call that the factory. That could be any kind of factory. It could be one actually producing cars. It could be one where you're just producing toys or widgets. Could be one where you're producing tax returns. You're producing something that is the deliverable. That's the factory. Now, how does the factory get run? We're not 100% automated in our world yet, are we? So we have to have some people. And the people are obviously a critical part of the business, and without the people, the business can't do what it needs to do. If you get the people figured out, what's going to happen next? You got to put the people somewhere, and you got to have things for them to use. We call that the physical plant. The physical plant is the tools they need. Maybe they need books, maybe they need a computer, maybe they need a desk, maybe they need actual machine shop, maybe they need all kinds of equipment. It's just going to depend on your business, what that physical plant needs are. And then the last thing, well, not the last thing, but the 6th thing, I keep spelling wrong. Money and, I'm not sure if you can read that, but money and metrics. If you've marketed your business, you've got some people who said, yes, I want to buy. You've produced it using the people who are using the tools you give them in the physical plant. All of that's happening. Well, you've got to have some way to measure how this is all working, right? Well, once you've measured and you said, oh gosh, that worked. We made a little bit of profit. We eked out some profit. You're going to want to do some more marketing, right? Because you want to get more clients. You want to get more customers, more patients. And so that's how this thing just keeps feeding around. Now, I said there were 7 parts to a business. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the 7th part? Goes in the middle. It is you. You, the owner of the business. You, the one who's saying you want to do this. You want to grow this thing. You want to help people. That's the 7th part, because the business, all of the stuff around the outside, it's only going to go as far as you want it to, right? It's only going to help as many people as you decide it helps. So if you want to have a niche practice where you're helping 3 customers a week, that's a great decision, because now you get to decide how this thing is built out. If you decide you want a business that helps 300 customers a week, that's a decision you make, and that's going to change all these other parts. But again, obviously that's a very important part of the business. So that's the end of video number 1. What we're going to do in our next video is talk about each of the actual different parts. So next video we'll be talking about marketing and how you build systems around the marketing.